All right, good morning. Coming at you a little earlier this morning. This is going to be a gentle wake up, refresh. We are going to be primarily seated and then a little bit like up in tabletop, up on hands and knees. But you are more than welcome to join from your bed, from your couch. Once again, I'm not making it into my normal setup and space. I'm just doing this in my living room. So take your time. I think I'm going to reposition y'all a little bit, but here we go. Maybe move the dog bed a bit. But feel free to grab what you need. Today, I am personally grabbing blocks and bolster. That's not required for this yoga class. But if you have something that's a little structural, like a block or like a sturdy bolster, like a stiffer pillow or rolled up blanket, that may come in handy for some of our shapes this morning. But whenever your body is ready to, take a moment to sit up straight, as straight as you can. I realize if you're in a bed or in a chair, that's not always possible to like feel really tall. But as much as you're able to, bringing hands towards your ribs, especially your bottom ribs, if you can find that gentle upside down V shape of your bottom ribs. Take an inhale and gently lift up through your hands, through your breath. Exhale, relax towards a more neutral spine. We'll take a couple breaths this way. Big inhale, like you're helping your ribs lift up. Full exhale out of your nose or mouth, whatever feels more intuitive in this moment. One breath more, hands on the ribs. Exhale, fully relax your arms. Take a great big breath in, send your right fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, drop your right fingers towards the top of your right shoulder. They may touch, they may not. Depends on your elbow flexibility, how tight the backs of your arms are right now. But as you bring your right fingers either towards your shoulder or towards the right side of your head, circle through your right elbow. Take a couple of breaths to switch directions. Finding your breath, inhale, press your right palm to the side. Exhale, sweep your right arm towards your left shoulder. A couple different options here. You can hold as is. You can take your left hand and gently press or help hold the back of your right arm or elbow, maybe even squeezing that stretch a little deeper. And my personal favorite, you can also tuck your chin in towards your chest and or turn your chin over one shoulder and then the other. So adding some gentle sensation through the back and sides of your neck as we hold here. Again, with your own breath, inhale, swing your right hand out, press to the side. Exhale, sweep right arm over your body. Left fingers can move to the side of your body. And stretch. Finding this gentle C shape all the way from a rooted right hip up to your right fingers. When you're ready to swoop out of this pose, inhale both arms up. Exhale both hands forward. Lean as far forward as feels good through your legs. But again, rooting your sit bones down. So we just want to avoid our bums kind of following us into the pose, and we want to keep sit bones down as we fold forward. When your body is ready to slowly inhale, roll up, maybe roll your shoulders as you roll up. And we'll do the exact same sequence on the other side. No rush. Big breath in to send your left arm up. Exhale, dropping left fingers towards your left shoulder. And circling through the elbow. Taking a couple rounds of breath to switch directions. Check in with your own breath. Use an inhale to press your left hand to the side. Exhale, sweep left hand towards your right shoulder. Maybe hold here as is. Maybe use your right arm to cushion or to even add a bit of depth to this stretch. Knowing that you are more than welcome to take your head, your chin in any of those plus sign directions. So directly up or down, directly over one shoulder or the other. With an inhale, left hand sweeps wide again. Exhale. I was going to say plant the hand down, but that can't be right. You guys are distracting me. Can you not, please? Can you please no? Please no. Oh, press. And then inhale, sweep up and overhead. That's it. That's it. Thank you. No. When your body is ready to come out of this pose, inhale, both arms reach tall. Exhale, fold forward. Where's your toy? Keeping sit bones as rooted as possible. When your body is ready to inhale, slowly roll up. I do recommend rolling the shoulders back a couple times. And from here, we're going to enter a shape where there's a lot of variation. So you can remain seated, especially if in a seated pose, you're already finding a bit of a hip stretch, a bit of a hip sensation. If you're looking for a deeper sensation, place your right foot in front of or even on top of your left knee or left calf. This tends to intensify a bit of that stretch, especially through the right hip, the back of your right glute. If this is uncomfortable on your left leg, swing your left knee forward, finding a bit more of a figure four shape. If you like how the figure four shape feels on your left knee, but you still want a little deeper sensation in your right hip, bring your left foot flat towards the floor. So it's like we're kicking up, propping up that figure four shape. Okay, so lots of variation. Left foot can be down, left heel can be tucked in. And we're looking for a hip sensation that feels good, a stretch that is like deep, but also breathable. So take whatever variation your body needs and feel free to place your hands wherever they'd be supportive. This can be back behind your body. This can be folding forward, maybe holding on behind your left knee if your left foot is propped up towards the floor. Another 4 to 6 breaths here. Whatever here is for you today. We'll mirror whatever variation you took on one side on the left side, but between sides, lean back and send just your tiptoes or just your big toes towards the floor. So lean back, unwind, tiptoes towards the floor. If you were in a figure four shape, this might simply feel like uncrossing your right leg, bringing big toes towards one another and towards the ground. Gentle boat pose. Hands can still hold on behind your knees, can still support back behind your body. Or if you're looking for a little more sensation in your core, a little more heat building through the center body, lift fingers up, maybe lift toes up. Can you breathe? Sometimes easier said than done. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. With your own breath, send your legs long and give a bounce through your knees. Feel free to roll through your ankles or to stretch those spaces between your toes as we set up with the left heel in front of or on top of your right knee, maybe your right thigh, and begin to position your hands where they help support your pose. This is where I need a block on my left side between my left knee and my right foot. Remember that you have options. You can always grab a blanket, block, bolster, whatever you have handy to help cushion a shape so that it feels structurally sound in your own body. Three more breaths. As your own breath and body are ready to, I invite you to come out of this pose, unwinding back into a boat pose again. Maybe toes are towards the ground, maybe they're lifted, maybe hands are on your legs, maybe they're lifted, maybe some combination. With each inhale, still thinking about lifting your ribs up off of your hips, maintaining a tall, strong spine, maybe building some heat through the center body. On your next exhale, send legs long and forward. Oh, and give a bounce through your knees. Maybe a wiggle through your toes and ankles. We'll transition up into a tabletop pose or move up onto hands and knees. Again, you're welcome to do this on a bed, on a couch, whatever you are using to support your body today. I'm just on top of a blanket in my living room. But we'll find cat-cow here. Inhaling to drop the belly forward, chest leans. Exhale, back rounds, shin tucks in. As we take a couple of rounds here, if there's uncomfortable pressure in your wrists or shoulders, consider walking your hands up to a block, or maybe walking your hands up towards the side of your bed frame, the arm of your couch. Again, whatever you have available, just slight elevation so that shoulders are higher than hips. With your next breath, land in a neutral spine. From neutral, drop your right elbow towards your block or towards the floor. You can also drop your right shoulder towards the block or floor. So either forehand, beginning to turn your chest towards your left elbow, towards the eye or inside of your left elbow. Or maybe dropping all the way down to your shoulder. If you want to thread your right arm through underneath your left, you can find a full threading motion here. Whatever you choose, we're going to heat up through the mid-body just a little bit more. Take an inhale, press down through your left hand. Maintain your shape, but lift everything from that right side of your body up off the ground. So if you have your forearm down, you're lifting your forearm up, for example. If you have your shoulder down, you're lifting your shoulder up. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, sink back in. Hips can remain high and lifted. If you determine it feels better on your spine to rock your hips back towards your heels, that's another welcome variation here. Sir, this is yoga. Come here. Come here. Reach. Come here. Come. Thank you. Thank you. Reach up. We'll do the same thing other side. Inhale, find your way back towards your tabletop or all fours shape. Then exhale, drop your left forearm or shoulder towards the ground. If you'd like to thread your left arm underneath your right, you may. As you find the variation that suits you best on this side, take an inhale, lift everything up, maintaining your gentle twist. One more deep breath in. Exhale and lower. No. No. On an inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring your big toes together and take your knees out and wide. You can sit back into a wide-legged child's pose here. Sending knees wide, making plenty of space for your upper body to sink down between. You can also remain lifted for a different kind of hip stretch. My personal favorite is to actually lift up onto a bolster. Taking knees extra wide, either with a bolster between my heels and hips, or underneath the hips. No. No. If you choose to fold forward, feel free to play around with how wide your hips are. If you choose to sit up, feel free to sit back directly on your heels, or to even think about taking your hip bones and tipping them slightly. I said no. It's too much. No. Chill. No. We'll take another 3 to 4 breaths here. It's okay if things get a little tingly, especially in your legs. This is a lot of pressure through the knees, sitting up on top of the heels. It's also a great big opening through the lower body. So if you think we started with a big opening through the ribs, kind of through the upper part of our breath, this pose is offering us the same kind of openness, but deep into our belly, kind of the lowest point of a deep breath. Please take your time, take several breaths to come out of this shape. Once again, it will probably feel good to extend legs long, give a little bounce to your knees, maybe roll or stretch through your toes or through your ankles. In any way that feels true to you, bring hands towards your legs, gently rub your legs. So I like to start down at my feet. It's okay if you need to bend your knees to reach your feet, if knees need to go wide. No teeth, no. Thank you. You all know I'm a fan of a foot massage. Maybe bring your thumbs towards the arches of your feet, then give a gentle rub through your shins, through your thighs, maybe towards your low back. Taking a sweeping motion, move up towards your belly, towards your ribs, up through your chest, down your arms all the way from your shoulders. We'll take a deep breath in, arms reach up. Exhale, hands through the center line of your body. A couple of rounds. Inhale, reach tall, maybe arms sweep or circle. Exhale, center through your hands, your breath. Maybe pressing a bit down through your legs or sit bones. One more. Take a moment as hands land towards your heart or towards your center. They can remain in this mudra or can come towards your body. Notice what feels differently. Maybe in the depth of your breath, maybe in sensation through your body, maybe in clarity of mind, maybe a sense of stability through your body, maybe a sense of feeling a little looser, a little more stretched and relaxed. Or, as often happens in yoga, some combination of these feelings. Thank you for taking the time to check in and practice with me, with us today. Namaste.